She waited until dessert to destroy me. The restaurant lights were low, the wine almost gone. Her fingers toyed with the stem of her glass like she was nervous. But she wasn't. She was savoring it. Then she leaned closer and whispered, "I'm leaving you for my boss." Just like that. No hesitation, no remorse. I didn't react, didn't blink. The world around me just stopped moving. She smiled slightly, proud of her delivery, and added, "He's buying me a $2 million house." That one almost made me laugh. Almost. Instead, I pulled my phone from my pocket, opened an app, and pressed one button. 2 minutes later, her boss called, loud enough for both of us to hear his voice shaking through the phone. "Who the hell did you just tell?" Her smile died. She looked at me wide-eyed, realizing too late that the game she thought she controlled had already been running on my terms. I just leaned back, calm, watching her world start to crumble. Because I hadn't come to dinner for closure. I came for confirmation. 3 months before that dinner, I noticed she'd started smiling at her phone. Quiet, secret smiles, the kind meant for someone else. Late work meetings, locked screens, new perfume she never wore for me. She was careful, but I was patient. At first, I tried to ignore it, told myself marriage dulls over time, that we'd grown distant. But every instinct screamed something colder. So I started listening, watching. She changed her passwords. I changed my approach. Installed a mirrored system on her laptop. Synced her phone backups to a separate drive. The messages came fast. Texts filled with half-truths and whispered plans. His name, Richard. CEO. Married. Twice her age. Twice my net worth. He promised her a life without effort. A house. A car. A way out. She told him she'd make me believe she was still in love, just long enough to cleanly detach. "He's too composed to fight," she wrote once. "He'll let me go easy." That part she got right. I didn't confront her, not yet. Instead, I built a file. Dates, locations, photos, audio clips. I became a collector of betrayal. There's an art to watching someone destroy themselves, quietly, piece by piece. She started coming home late, smelling like his cologne, kept receipts she thought I wouldn't check, hotel bills under her friend's name. Every lie she told me was practiced, polished, but lies leave residue. One night, she fell asleep with her phone on the nightstand. A message preview flashed at 2:14 a.m. "Tomorrow night, bring the signed documents." Documents. The next day, I searched her office drive remotely, found a draft of a joint account transfer, mine and hers, redirecting funds to a new account under her maiden name, dated the same week as our anniversary. It wasn't just infidelity, it was extraction. That's when I realized she wasn't planning to leave me. She was planning to erase me. I decided to meet Richard myself. He didn't recognize me when I showed up at his firm's charity gala, shaking his hand like any other donor. The arrogance of men like him, thinking no one could reach them. I told him I wanted to invest, gave him my card. He didn't notice my last name matched hers. Over the next week, I leaked fragments, screenshots of their texts, audio of their calls, to his company's internal server, disguised as security breaches, anonymous tips. When the board found out, they demanded an inquiry. His name hit the headlines within days. Executive under investigation for ethical misconduct. He tried to bury it. He couldn't. And when she whispered her confession at dinner, I'd already linked her to every transaction he'd made, every payment, every lie. The moment he called her, screaming, I knew his world had collapsed. The scandal, the exposure, the board vote waiting in the morning. He'd lose everything before dawn. She sat there shaking, whispering, "What did you do?" I didn't answer. I just slid a document across the table, a printed message thread, her handwriting, her promises, her price. Her lips trembled. "You hacked me?" No, I said quietly. I read what was already mine. She reached for my hand. I pulled it back. You ruined him, she whispered. No, I said. He ruined himself. You just helped. She broke then, eyes wet, hands trembling. Mark, please. I stood, left a small envelope beside her plate. Inside, her signature on the joint account transfer she thought I hadn't seen. Beneath it, a note in my handwriting. All transactions reversed. Funds redirected. Enjoy your new house with nothing in it. Then I walked away. Her voice followed me out the door, soft, cracking. Mark, please. But the only sound that mattered was the vibration of her phone. Another call from her boss, screaming again.